Your first eye, hard, more fire. I think it's like 19 or 20 tracks. Fingers in the toenails matching. Stepping like ho, what's happening? Big name, fab, no tag. Walk through the store.
Good night, good evening, great people. This is Peace of Mind, and welcome to another episode of Check My Flow. And I'm here with my main man, Pancho. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Good to see you too.
Again.
It's been a while. And it's kind of crazy because I really didn't think about Thanksgiving being the next day when I booked this. So this part was like, what was she thinking? What was I thinking? And I don't think you were thinking.
No. I was totally aware that it was the day before Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Totally aware. And I was like, I can squeeze it in because I don't really have anything else to do.
Okay.
You know, I mean, the day before I don't, but the day of.
Oh, you busy.
They have a bone sticking out the throat.
Alright, so let's jump into it. Tell the people a little bit about yourself. Where you from, where you grew up at, all that good stuff.
Well, my name is Pancho, Nsaent, and that's the label that we're signed to, and that's Never Struggle Again, alright? ENT, of course, is for entertainment. I'm from Pahokee, Florida, an original Florida native. I don't have any kids. My blood type is, what is it, gravy?
Keep going.
Yeah. And I've been writing since I was about 13. I did it originally to offset depression.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because, my childhood wasn't the brightest, but I wasn't one of those types that would use it as an excuse. So to better express myself, what I would do is I would write my problems out, and then it turned from like a diary, if you will, into a book of rhymes. So I was like, let me rhyme this stuff. And then it was over from there.
It's interesting you say that because the last artist I have here, she lost her mom, grandmother, she lost her back to back. And she said through journaling, it helped her get through. You able to express, things that you can't express verbally, you write it down on paper.
Exactly. And then another thing you got to think about with that, the paper or the composition book is a safe haven because the average person, most people ain't ready to hear what you got thought in your head.
That is true.
Most people aren't ready to hear that.
That is true. So would you say that initially got you started into the music?
Absolutely.
Or no?
Yes, actually, yes.
Okay.
I started writing before I started freestyling. Okay. That's accurate.
Okay, that sounds good. So who are your main influences in music?
Oof. All right, well, Busta Rhymes initially made me want to be a rapper. Point blank, period.
I like Busta.
And, when I heard Woo Ha, I think I was in, second, third grade, and I fell in love with it. I was hooked ever since. And also KRS-One.
Okay.
I love KRS-One. I mean, we can go from Boogie Down Productions, all the way up, to like his new project that he's putting out now, Fall of Heavy. Tupac, you know what I mean? Mostly because my elders played Tupac a lot.
Correct.
Yeah. And then thereafter, it'd be Mystical, Trick Daddy, and Juvenile, and then Outkast.
It's crazy because a lot of artists like Trick Daddy, the way the words, lyrics, they're speaking what they live, but they're also a little underrated. Like so many people, like they're not mainstream like some of these other rappers, but they should be getting the publicity and everything like that.
True.
But what's your what?
I totally agree with you because the real, they will hide the real.
Yeah.
Trick Daddy reminds me of like my uncle. You know what I mean? I'm from the mud, born and raised. I know a bunch of geeky mouth men and women that talk just like him, so I can relate to him. Because I'm a Floridian, he a Floridian. There's not much he can say that I don't know what he's talking about.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a goat. That's a legend.
No lingo. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When it comes to writer blogs, how do you deal with writer blogs?
I cry.
Right.
I cry because that's all that I can do because I get frustrated. I'll give you one. I just got out of writer's block maybe 9 months ago.
Okay.
After 5 years.
Ooh.
That's why you haven't heard much from me. You'll hear something here, you'll hear something there, but I was down and out.
Because I know I checked out some of your music on SoundCloud. It was like a couple of years ago. So when I saw your post on your story with your new single that just dropped, we'll talk about that a little bit later on the line. But when I first saw it, I was like, okay, oh snap, like I can really vibe to this. A nice little beat, chilled and everything. And then when you told me you was from Beverly, I was like, what? Pahokee, sorry. Pahokee, y'all.
All due respect. I have family on both sides, adopted in blood. You know what I mean? So, much love to both. MUCK, that's what it is.
Yeah, what city? So how would you say? What makes you unique? What sets you apart from other artists?
What sets me apart from other artists is the fact that I will say things that you won't say to your mother. I will rap about things you won't say to your mom. I will ask questions you won't ask an elder.
So give me an example of...
Like, say for instance, I wrote a song on my mixtape, More Fire.
Okay.
And it's called Message. And I was basically saying there was this one part where I said, oh my goodness. I'm trying to remember it. It goes, I can't, oh my goodness. I can't believe that something that I said, who can escape, wow. Wow, I'm having a brain fart here. This isn't fair. All right, so, here we go. I can't believe my people. Oh my goodness. I can't believe my people say they can conquer all, but they're scared to wonder. You still timid at the sound of thunder. Who can escape that prison greatly constructed from false substance, depending on a myth while you sitting there doing nothing? I say stuff like that. I challenge, people's perspective or understanding of religion. There's a song that I wrote called Kids, where I'm saying, I said, kids, the world ain't what you think it is. Put down the damn tablets. Yeah. They vaccinate you first, and your brain turns to shh. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm challenging and questioning everything. I hold no ties to anybody. So, and most of my music is accepted. Yeah. I even have a song called Punching Bag, where I expose, some of the ill treatments by my parents and things like that. So, I'll say it, but there is not one thing that I'll say to you that won't be true.
Gotcha.
That won't be relative to me, or that anyone that knows me will be able to say, that's not him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That'll never occur.
You're not rapping about stuff you ain't lived or been through like some of these people out here doing.
Allow me to clarify. I don't sell drugs to my own people. I don't discriminate against our women. I don't aim to shoot automated machine gun pistol weapons at people that look like me. I do not engage in friendly fire in any of my music. Oh, he corny. You ain't a real one. You ain't killed one of us yet?
Nah, that's not me. That doesn't mean you're not a real one. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people are saying.
You know,
I know, yeah. So, when you basically you just described the type of music you created. In the answer to, you just answered two questions into one response in a sentence. That's what I heard. Unless it's something else you want to add to how you describe the music you create.
No, it's mostly instant thought. No, I wouldn't say instantly thought. It's mostly things that I keep bottled up inside, and then the right moment or the right notion will pop up, and then I'll make a whole song about it. Okay. Even if it's just a sentence. So. Okay,
so that's a part of your creative process, would you say, or break that down for me a little bit?
That is my creative process. That is a huge part of it, but also solitude, just being alone. You know what I mean? And it's challenging, of course, being, in a relationship and, just trying to get everybody's understanding that, look, at times I need to be alone because in my alone time, I do creative damage. I get very, very destructive in a positive way. Mm-hmm. I'll start constructing a song out of nowhere, that could it's all over the place. There's no, I don't have a set template for how I create stuff.
Correct.
I can see somebody get punched in the face and be like, impact, get smacked, the impact strength of 16 backs, how you gonna react after that, You know what I mean? Like it's just, you know.
So if I threw a word at you, you can just freestyle off the top of the head with it.
Try me. Backbone. Where's your backbone? You picking up all those heavy bricks? That's why your backbone. You gotta be careful, home. Step back. Divide it into mode, maybe four. 2 people can help you. Now the process ain't so slow. You know what I mean? So. Icebreaker. I'm faker. I'm not faker. I'm an enlarged bag of money taker. But I'm gonna divide it into everybody, so ain't nobody suffering or dying later. Am I a backpack taker or what you say? What you call it?
Icebreaker.
My bad.
No, it's okay. But you remind me of, because I had a brief conversation a while ago when I was in college with Bone Crusher. And just talking to him, you kind of put me in the mind of when you're talking to him, because you see, when you listen to him rap, it's like a whole different other person, the voice, everything.
The cadence and everything.
The cadence, but then when you're sitting and talking, it's just like talking to you. The lyrical challenge. Yeah. Shout out to Bone Crusher. Yeah. The lyrical and just having that conversation is just like, wow. Yeah. And so let me ask you this.
Okay.
People perspective, when they first see you, if they just see you without talking to you, what are their perspective of you? What have they told you when before they even said, hi, how you doing, I'm so and so, or you introduce yourself, what were their perspectives of you?
Well, from my own people, from our native people,
okay.
Those of friendly fire, I get silent stares, sometimes giggles, you know what I mean? Usually it's because of my wardrobe, because I don't really care what I have when I dress like I'm homeless. But I also speak opposite my appearance.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people just look at me, as being just, this big dude, and then, the questions come out, football, athleticism, and, things related to my physique. And then you'll occasionally get, hey man, why don't you lose some weight? Now, here's the funny part. When European people, because white's a social class, European people, when they come up to me, they go, oh man, you're so big, man, did you play football? And this is literally what they say to me. Man, if I was your size, I'd be knocking MFers out left and right. And my first response to them is, why is that the first thing you think of when you see me? You know what I mean? I can read and write, I can drink water, all those other things too. So why is it that you look at my physique? Everyone else, they just move away until someone else cordially introduces me to them. And so then I have to damn near throw myself at someone in advertisement and speech, get them to laugh and get them comfortable with me. Whereas a person that's of normal stature would just get a, hey, how you doing, so on and so forth. Yeah, so it's a challenge for me.
So a little intimidated at first until the ice is broken.
Well, they say intimidation, I call it prejudice, because you would have to know what someone has in order to have something to be intimidated by.
Okay.
That's just me.
Okay. So when you create your music, what is your goal when you create your music? What do you want it to depict? What do you want the audience and your fans to feel when you hear the music you create?
To be honest with you, that's a multi-layered answer. Okay, I want the impact, I want the shock, but I also want them to enjoy it and take something from it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it to be, just like another song. I want you to say, wait a minute, what did he just say?
You got to rewind it back and listen to it again.
Exactly. And that's why I'm very, very specific in my beat selection as well, because I don't want the beat to overshadow what I'm saying, but even if it's a great beat, I do try to, I try my best to make it drown out the beat, if not make the beat obsolete altogether. Because when you listen to a song that I write, you will walk away remembering my words more so than that beat.
Yeah, because there are some songs where I don't care too much to know the words. someone was saying like, I don't care about the words. Yeah,
Listen, man.
you know, Murray, that's his name.
Bro got the vocals though.
Yeah, he has vocals. But then, like I said, you have those people that be like, I don't care nothing about the words of the song. I just like the beat, so I can just vibe to it.
True.
So, but I think
And it sounds good too.
it sounds good. He does have vocals, but I think also
Shout out.
once you have an artist that creates it, because I like artists that are storytellers, and I've heard some of your music, and so listening to your words, it makes you think, like you said, wait, did he just say that? I can envision what he just said.
Yeah, I tried.
And everything. So that you describe yourself as a storyteller then.
A storyteller, a feeling expresser, a crowd exciter. I even have a song called Friend Zone.
Okay.
That song, yeah.
That friend.
Do you remember that song?
I don't quite remember it. I'm just thinking of the title, Friend Zone.
Friend Zone is basically a song geared toward the simp.
Okay.
So the song is like you saw your mom's being treated wrong and cheated on, so now you think it's normal to be battered up and beaten on. Girls don't really know what they want, but women do. So holla at me later, girl. Yeah, you got some growing up to do. So and it's I'm not necessarily saying that it's all about the woman and her issues. No, because we're jacked up too as men.
Yeah.
But that song, I'm basically letting women know these types of men that they know are in their lives. This is what they're feeling inside. So it's like, what was another part of that song that I wrote? And thank goodness I understand you. I can't even remember it. And I was like, I said, of course he messed up. You deserve better. Have another tissue. Red blood in those calls claiming he misses you. And never will he cheat on you. And never will he cheat. Oh my goodness, I cannot. But you get from what I'm saying.
I get what you said.
Because the song is 5 years old. But I try to make impact. So if I can put myself into the mentality or if I can understand the situation, I can write a song about it. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense because like you said, she said her mother with the situation, so it's kind of like handed down. It's like a generational situation, so it's kind of like you have to break that generational curse, as we call it. Break that cycle of everything.
Because and to just add on what you said briefly, if you don't mind, parents are our first teachers. So if you just see your mom's going through what she's going through and she don't ever change it, and that's all you know, you're going to accept that same type of vibration. What goes around comes around. But with reciprocity, that also now becomes culture. So, yeah.
Okay. So what is it that you like being? What is it that you like being an artist? What is it? I can't get a curse word. What is it? What do you enjoy about being an artist?
The experience overall. Yeah, just the experience overall. Just having what's that word? Having a genesis spawn of an idea.
Okay.
And then you go from the parking lot and you try and work with that and add things to it, and now you want to make it catchy, but you want to make it relevant. So you don't want to make it too unbelievable. And then there's the networking where you get to meet DJs and meet producers, and you'll understand or you'll see that producers make different types of beats. So depending on the vibe that you give them, they'll give you a certain type of beat, and then you can give another producer the same vibe, and then produce a totally different beat. So it's a bunch of different experiences coming at you, and that's just what I love about hip hop. You know what I mean? That there's no constant. I do a show. I want to meet you. You an artist, cool. Let me understand what makes you tick, and then the same in reciprocity. I'm gonna give you my gems and my my know-how and my experiences, and from there we can build. It's all about that. It's a culture, you know what I mean? I'm talking, but it's just like it's the whole experience that you would get in any given culture where you learn the ways, you gain accolades, and and you move within it accordingly. Yeah, that's the overall experience of hip hop.
So let me ask you this. Do you get your beat first, or do you write your lyrics first? Or, you know, how do you go about choosing what beat you use for certain lyrics? Like, which comes first? You hear the beat and think about it, or you have the writing and then be like, okay, I want this type of beat. Let me find somebody to make it.
Well, before I was able to afford beats,
Okay.
it was written first, and then I'll just, you know, find a beat, or I'll hear an instrumental, or like, you know, like an industry song that's playing on the radio, and I'll just start in my head formulating something to that beat.
Okay.
But nowadays, it's more 90% let me hear the beat first, vibe with it, and then I'll formulate and write around it within that beat. Whereas I've got stuff that I can just come up with off of a whim and just write everything out. And then I'll say, okay, no, not that beat, no, not that beat. But then a feature will come up and be like, yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to put it in there.
Okay. So talking about features, you said a feature come up. Who would you or who have you featured on so far in the tracks?
So far, I have featured with Sabo, which is a guy that I make music with. I featured with Men of Blackness.
That's a bossy.
Amazing!
Listen, I've known Bossy since high school, and we used to be in lunch, beating on the garbage cans or on the desk, the lunch desk, or even in the classroom.
A genius.
And we throw a word out at Bossy, we'll throw words out and bomb, top of the head, just throwing it back and forth. It used to be myself, Walt, DJ Sean Simp, he's up in Atlanta right now, they got a radio station. It used to be all of them, but yeah, Men of Blackness, shout out to Men of Blackness.
Shout out.
But yeah.
And who else have I done collaborations with? I've done a collaboration with Big Pun's son, Chris Rivers.
Okay.
I've done, and that song is unreleased, but it'll be on this album.
Okay.
It's called Spirit Animal.
Spirit Animal.
He sounds just like his father.
Wow.
Not even an ounce of a difference. Who else have I done features with? I've done a feature with Cameron Uzoka. He's a very decent artist out in, I think he's in London, South London.
Okay.
He's on the mixtape. I've done, what's the gentleman's name? I've done a feature with, this is really escaping me, Mike Slingers. I've done a feature with him. I've done a feature with Sunrise. I think you know who Sunrise is. He's a local artist here in Palm Beach.
I probably do. I'm a facial recognition person, so if I saw him, I'm probably familiar with him.
Okay. And I did a feature with another artist, and his name is escaping me, and I feel so incredibly bad that I can't remember his name.
It'll come back to you.
Blaine. B-L-A-I-N. Brother, don't crucify me, man. We did that one track together where we did Beam South. It was you, me, and Cameron on that track. Please don't.
Well, at least you remember the track, and so okay. And let me ask you this: who would you want to do future features with?
Hang on one sec. I also did a feature with Kusharu.
Okay.
Kusharu, shout out. I would want to do a feature with B.O.B.
Okay.
I would love to do a feature with him. A feature with Busta Rhymes, of course. Give me a feature with Cyrock. Give me a feature with Trick. You know, give me a Trick Daddy feature. Give me a Triple J feature. Give me another MOB feature. Let me see. You know I would love to do a song with?
Who?
I would love to do a song.
You laughing? What? Who?
Oh my goodness, I would love to do a song with Queen Latifah.
Yes.
I am so serious. I love Cyrock. I love her to death. Jean Grey, I love Jean Grey. But I would love to do a track with Queen Latifah. Just to be able to tear it up. Because you know what I mean?
Her vibe is like, if you go back in the day when she first came out, it's just Will Smith?
Yeah.
I can see Will.
Yeah. Give me a Will Smith
Give
video.
me a Will Smith.
I would try to be as dangerous as I can, but you know, that's Big Willie.
There's no limit.
Shout out Will Smith.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a break and we'll be back to you momentarily.
Okay. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Pancho. I'm here with Peace of Mind Entertainment doing Check My Flo. Live on the eve of Thanksgiving. I'm here with some of the most greatest people in the world to work with, representing 561 Palm Beach County Stand Up. I've got a new single out with Nsaent Entertainment called TANGO. It's bumping on all major platforms except SoundCloud. Find me on social media, Pancho Nsaent. Let's go. Stay tuned for the greatest interview that you'll ever see in your life. We've got in-depth questions into the mind of Pancho. Stay tuned.
Alright, you guys, welcome back. I'm a Peace of Mind. It's another episode of Check My Flo, and I'm here with my main man, Pancho.
Hey, how's it going?
Alright, so let's jump back into it. What are 5 of your favorite albums and why? It could be an independent artist, mainstream artist, underground artist, however you look at it.
Okay, we're gonna go Outkast of Gemini. We are going to go Tupac, Me Against the World.
Alright.
We are going to go Zappa Rogers' Greatest Hits.
Ooh, you went back.
Now let's just start with those 3.
Yes.
So Outkast of Gemini, I had never heard anybody rap like that before at the age of I think I was like 11. No, I think I was like 12 or 13. And I first heard it in Pahokee.
Okay.
And the actual art, the album title track, Aquemini, is what pulled me into the song. Even the sun goes down, heroes eventually die. Horoscopes often lie, and sometimes why, nothing is for show. You know, it's the wordplay. And then when I got a chance to listen to the album, I was like, wow, this is a work of art. The second one I said was Outkast of Gemini. It was, what was the other one that I said?
You said Tupac, Me Against the
Tupac, Me
World.
Against the World. Tupac, Me Against the World. You ever heard a rapper just be completely honest about himself?
Yeah, he's always.
Tupac did, like, Me Against the World was like his borderline, I'm trying to be cool, I'm trying to be famous, yet I got all of this baggage behind me, and I got the media trying to destroy me at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to cater to the ladies. I'm still trying to cater to the thugs, and I'm still trying to, keep my sanity with this fame and stuff. So that album totally embodied that. Zappa Rogers' Greatest Hits. I love music. I like to dance. My godmother, she played countless old school classics, cameos, Zappa Rogers, Al Green, Teddy P, Frankie Beverly and Mays, but that Zappa Rogers' Greatest Hits album. It just got a globe like this with all the different album covers on it. Just look at it holding the ball like this. It's phenomenal collection. Number 4.
It's tough.
This would be Mystical Unpredictable.
Okay.
Mystical's Unpredictable album with No Limit. To me, he was like the Busta Rhymes of the South. Yet I can relate to him more than I did to Busta Rhymes, right?
Correct.
And, just listening to him, talk about it took him 13 years just to make a tape. We talk about the death of his sister, and then the high tracks with No Limit, Ghetto Child, this ghetto got me crazy, and he came in as real. We can do whatever we want to do, when you want to do it. Ain't too many want to live it like that. Try to listen, y'all ain't never gonna do it. I'm getting chills just singing, right?
His wordplay was wicked, and he had
Love
the
it.
speed on his rap. Like he.
And then of course you got Still
Okay.
So, and then number 5. This would have to be a toss-up
Half of the CD I like, but I couldn't get into his whole CD.
I dare you to go back and listen to it again.
I sure will.
And I was playing Confessions last week, man. I'll be your groupie, baby. Come on now, a little bit. That was an amazing album. And I was going through a breakup in high school at that time, too.
Oh,
You
so
know who you are.
not you know who you are.
You love my confession. That's what I thought I said, you said it.
Oh man. So
I told you I would give you one.
we just got see. So we just got off your favorite albums.
Okay.
What are your top 5 artists? You know, that's like yeah.
And self isn't an option, right?
Nah, you can't use self.
Artists, we're gonna go with Tupac, Busta Rhymes, KRS-One, B.O.B. Jean Grey.
Okay. And give me your top 5 songs, singles.
Ooh,
And it's a lot, but you got to narrow it down to 5.
there might be some heavy metal in here.
There's no wrong with that. I listen to it all.
Okay. So, whoa. Zapp and Roger, I want to be your man.
I actually got that on my Rolodex of music. Tough, huh?
You're good. You're good. All right, Zapp and Roger, I want to be your man. Frankie Beverly and Maze is, I can tell by the look in your eyes.
Okay.
Michael Jackson's For All Time.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that song. It would have been someone put your hand out, but I was like, nah, For All Time. Both Michael Jackson songs. All right, so that's what? That's 3.
Got 2 more.
We're gonna go with DMX, Slippin'.
Okay.
And number 5. Oh, Eminem, Jesus. I'm sorry, but man, I'm gonna have to go with damn, the heavy metal didn't even make the list. I'm gonna have to go with Yeah, you're hurting me right now. You really hurting me.
I mean, you pick some the ones you already done, classics. You got one more to fill that spot.
I'm gonna go with. Oh my goodness. I'm stuck between a Nicki Minaj song and
Oh, that's bad.
yeah, because like Nicki's dangerous, man.
Which song?
Wait a minute. That song that I had in mind was Right Through Me.
Okay, I like that song too.
Or it was either Right Through Me or the one that I Feel Free. But nah, Erykah Badu, Didn't You Know?
There you go.
That's
Hey, you can't go. You can never go wrong with Erykah. You're not with doing that.
What? I told you I like to dance. I love music, like sound. I'm engaged and in love with sound.
I think that's the best part of the music. 'Cause once you hear the music, now you want to listen to the artist, and you gotta feel the vibe of the artist.
Absolutely.
So I can always jam to Jill Scott, Erykah Badu. Throw me some MC Light, some Queen. I like a lot of music. I'm a music head. So like you said,
Who's your favorite band? Like rock or metal?
rock or metal. I like Green Day.
I like one song from them, Walking Contradiction.
And I like
And Dope Show.
And I like Aerosmith.
What's that? remember that? If you
Want
want
to
to
be
come
with
in,
me,
baby,
just go ahead now.
That's Two Princes.
Yeah.
And I like that song.
That joint is nice. Now, I can't say like, I forget, one year we had a, shout out to DJ Groove. He did a house party and he had 15 metal rock bands perform at his house. When I tell you, it was
Mosh pit
crazy.
and everything.
Oh man, it was crazy. They had this female drummer. She had, my brother and I took pictures with her. She had the real bright green hair. Oh man, she was wicked on the drums.
I actually think a woman can do better on drums than a man, and that's mainly because women feel more. Because drums, from what I understand, just like most instruments, they're not all, it's the feeling.
And the beat comes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this. What is your favorite song you like to perform?
Actually, Message.
Okay.
The one that I can't remember the words to.
Where can I find it? It's on SoundCloud or you have it here?
No. Message, you can actually go to, if you search Pancho, P-A-N as in Nancy, C-H-O as in Oscar, More Fire, M-O-O-R like the Moorish, and then Fire, F-E-Y-E, your first I-R, More Fire. I think it's like 19 or 20 tracks. It's a free mixtape. It's on Bandcamp.
Okay.
Yeah, I know y'all know about Bandcamp.com. If you hip hop, you know about Bandcamp. That was a free mixtape. Put a lot of money in it, put a lot of hours, a lot of creativity in it. Message is there, and that's off of a Mac Miller beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Mac Miller, by the way.
If you could open up for any artist, who would it be?
If I could open up for an artist,
Yes.
who would it be? If I could open up for an artist, I would want to open up for, I don't want to open up for B.O.B.
Okay.
I want to open up for B.O.B. Yeah, I would love to open up at a show for Bobby Ray. Shout out, I'm a huge fan, man.
Would you do a this?
No, good.
Would you do a feature with Lil Nas X if you had a chance?
It all depends on what the song's about. Listen, I'll do a song with anybody because I'm clever enough to word my way around the song so that I can remain neutral as an independent creator, as an individual creator, aside from whoever else is on the song with me. So yeah, it's music, you know what I mean? So of course I do a song with Lil Nas X. I don't have an issue with him.
Okay.
I don't even know the bro.
Now let me ask you this.
However, I do disagree with him saying F them kids. But go ahead. I disagree with that. Because you were once a kid. It was like saying F myself. Don't do that.
So being that you just you mentioned like you know how you separate yourself individualistic with your creativity. Do you feel that a lot of artists nowadays versus artists back in the day have their originality? Do you feel they lost their originality, or does everybody kind of sound like the same thing?
I'm going to be real with you. We are creatures of habit. So anything that we are exposed to becomes who we are. So I would say that they're being themselves because that's the type of music that they hear and we emulate. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you got 100 artists going, you know, coming out saying, humming and bumming and skipping and flapping my hand and talking and living with chocolate. You have to listen, like, okay, what did you listen to? And then if they name a bunch of artists that sound just like them, that's what they were exposed to. A lot of people tell me they can hear Busta Rhymes in me, right? So I listen to them a lot. So I feel like since these people culturally were exposed to this type of music, be it positive or negative, this is what they're going to want to produce or at least evolve something of the similar sound. So to be honest with you, I think they're being original. It's just too repetitive. It is too repetitive. It's too saturated. It's like we want to hear birds chirping because everyone else sounds like a frog.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Mumble rap.
Yeah.
Remember that era?
Remember that era?
Oh, it's still there.
They still buying groceries. Mumble rap's still out here eating. Because all you gotta do is just copy and paste something, put a slick little comment, go on live, be animated, hype it up, and boom, there's your marketing. Whereas you've got, I'm gonna pay $50,000 to this company, and all they're gonna do is out now, out now, out now. But now you can add your own personality to it and get people to know who you are. So if people vibe with you, then you don't need a label. And that's the beauty of the internet. The internet allows you to deliver yourself front and center. This is me.
And you don't have to do what the label tell you to do, or put on this facade. It's just
now there is a downside to it. What it could be used against you. So just be careful of what you're doing.
That's true. That's true. But if you don't care, then it's like whatever.
You know what I think? It's just me. I don't think that they don't care. I think that they just don't know that they should care.
Okay.
Because everybody has that point where they go, man, if I can go back 10 years with what I know now, I wouldn't have did all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the truth. But like you said, it's best to stay independent versus signing a label, because you get screwed over a lot. I don't know if you follow when Prince was alive, how the label kept coming after him, right? And he kept changing his name because he was like, he owed him one album. So he changed his name twice and they couldn't do anything until that contract was over. He was a smart man with what he did when he did that. When he changed his name because the contract was in print, so he changed it to his original name. He changed it twice and they couldn't get nothing out of it. And I think a lot of some artists that are just getting involved into it, when they sign, they don't understand this is an advancement. So you still in debt to these record labels.
Yeah.
They're gonna charge you for studio. Basically, you're getting paid off your shows. You have to produce an album. You have to sell albums.
You have to make back the money they just gave you.
Yeah.
Even if you just break even, you straight.
Yeah.
So if you get an advance, go and spend it on studio equipment. That way you'll have the rest of it in bulk left.
Yes.
So you drop $2 grand on studio equipment and you pay an engineer.
Yeah.
Because if you go through them, all that money's going to be gone.
You were paying $20.
And don't buy a car, don't buy a house.
Jewelry.
Get your teeth fixed, okay. Get you get you some new drawers. But use the money wisely. Because that same money is what it was going to put into you to market your own self. So they give you the money to say, be your own boss, go market yourself. But if we tell you to be somewhere, be somewhere.
They tell you what to do. You have to do what they tell you to do. That's why it's best to be independent.
They couldn't give them their money back.
Yeah. All right. So let me ask you this: if you could change anything about the industry, knowing what you know now, just looking at the overall evolvement of the industry, what would you change?
I would change the creation and the birth of rap.
Okay.
Because hip hop is first. I'm hip conscious, aware of my movement. So I'm aware that if I put kill this nigga, F that B, this, that, and the third, I understand that I'm putting this into the minds of children who will then grow up to be those same dudes that I'm saying I don't like in my music. So I know that there's a process to this. So I would definitely stop the creation of rap, which will kill off the need for industrialized prisons.
So do you feel, or do you think from your perspective, do you think more of the music nowadays is made for the youth, to embed and instill in the youth, or do you think it's a balance?
I think it's more so toward the youth, because once you become a certain age, you get some type of discernment, some type of, beyond common sense. So this music, as reckless as it is made for the people that are mentally reckless. And some people don't even grow out of that phase. So it's made to keep you, in my opinion, at a certain level to where you're attracted to the gold, you're attracted to the fashion and the material, but then also you're intrigued by the negative things you can do as opposed to making an honest living to get those things.
Okay. So, what would you say is has been your favorite venue location to perform and why?
That would have been so far, because I performed at Cayocho, I performed in the Art District in Miami, I performed in West Palm, I performed in Las Olas Peace Feast Festival,
Okay.
2015. The Peace Feast Festival is where it's my most memorable. It's my most memorable because shout out and rest in peace to Cooley C. He was one of the main guys that put that together, and I think to this day that's the largest crowd I've performed in front of. Yeah.
Okay.
It's great. It was a great time. There was all types of support, festivals and stuff everywhere. Artists, and it was just crazy. Brother that was on the drums, getting it.
I love live performances, especially with you have a live band, and I like artists. See, a lot of people, I always explain to a lot of people, I'm a stage presence person. So when you perform, I need to feel your energy. I'm gonna tell you, okay, you had an awesome performance, you was interacting with the crowd, you had the crowd going, you was feeling the music, they were feeling it. Now if you can't, but yeah, if you can't move me while you're performing, then you're just performing. It's when you become an entertainer. So entertainer, you have that whole everything wrapped in one.
It's your facial expressions, your body language. You know what I mean? Your ability to even speak to a crowd in command.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I totally get it. And I'll be first to admit, I need work on my stage performance and presence.
We'll work on that.
Okay? I'm not perfect. My main issue, I like food. Real food though.
We'll work on that too. If you want to work on it. And you said something funny because you was like, the interaction. One comedian said, you go to a concert, you doing more work than the artist is. To my 30 hands up.
Yeah. Okay. I paid $40 for this ticket. You scream.
Everybody scream. Put your lighters up, put your cell phones up. It's like,
Exactly. Yo, I'm gonna need this fuel later on. You know what I mean? My job, my nerves.
so let me ask you, what has been your least place location to perform at venue?
My least.
The least favorite. Or you had a good experience?
I don't have one. Even when I was struggling, with breath.
Okay.
Even when I'm about to pass out breathing, my anxiety kicks up. I get dry mouth. Yes, anxiety is real. I'm sitting there, hands shaking, but I'm trying to hold it steady because the words are coming out.
Yeah.
But it's just I have this anxious nervousness about me. Whenever I go up to perform, but I still have fun. So each experience, I've never had a negative one.
Okay. Have you ever forgotten any of your words during one of your performances?
No.
Okay.
Thankfully, no.
Okay.
So even that song "Message," I did it perfectly at the Peace Feast Festival.
So let me ask you this: what is the best advice you've been given from anyone?
In life, period, or just music?
In general, just.
In general.
In general.
Whew. The best advice that I have been given. To be honest with you, Pop used to always tell me, my pop that adopted So, yeah,
That's
yeah. Use your head besides a hat rack and use your condom. From two of the men in my life, the adopted man, more so. The men that adopted me more so.
okay.
Unfortunately, and fortunately.
Wait, I was saying, why you say fortunate?
Because it's like everybody's ideal situation, I want my biological mother, my biological father, but in this particular circumstance, this man stepped up and became a better man.
Okay.
And because of that, I'm a habitual stepfather today. I have no children of my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
It's actually an artist I was listening to. He's on TikTok. I forget his name, but he did a verse that was so hard that talked about that.
About being a stepdad.
The stepdad, he said slid right in and stepped up because the daddy couldn't step up like a real man. It was just like, and then everybody was like, some people was like, it went over their head because they didn't catch the lingo way he was saying. It was like, how y'all took this as a whole different direction. He said he stepped in as the stepdaddy to step up because the real dad was stepping up.
I would relate that to this. Most people that haven't had to be in a position to not have their own biological father and get a stepfather, or you have never been a stepfather, then you won't get the significant. It sounds great on paper to rhyme, but it won't hit you
like it hit other people.
Exactly, and mainly because in society we're not highlighted. It's a thankless job.
Oh, yeah.
We're not highlighted. We're not highlighted in society. However, my karma, that's my greatest payment. Your kids living good because somebody made sure that me as a kid was living good. So I'm paying it forward. I'm passing a legacy on, right? I don't have to have any children of my own. There's enough children without parents.
Yeah, that is true. And it's interesting you say that because I was listening to, I think it was Steve Harvey last week, and it was talking about how too often black fathers don't get recognized. It's always like, oh, well, they stay with the mom, but not mentioning that the dad is still active in their lives. He did they talked about that for about 10, 15 minutes, just quick because they were on the show. But that is true. A lot of our black fathers are not recognized in the light that they need to be recognized in because they are doing what they need to do. We have knuckleheads, but you have knuckleheads in every culture.
Yeah. Listen.
Every culture.
Hey, I will say this. As often as the spotlight is always put on us, I can tell you from personal experience, it is just as bad, if not worse, in every other demographic. What's the difference though? We still have some form of respect and form. We still have discipline. Nobody disciplines like us. And I'm not talking about spanking, no, just knowing when you walk into a house, you are to speak to everybody in that house. Before you leave, you are to say goodbye or salutations to everybody in that house. Nowadays, nobody does that. Even back then, we were the main ones doing it. All my other friends growing up, they weren't men on like that. I mean, Spanish speaking, European descendants. No, yes ma'am, no ma'am, all that came from us. So,
We just had a little brief hiccup, battery went dead, but we all good now. So, let's pick up what we were talking about, also we were talking about the music. First we were talking about how the mentality of the youth, the music geared toward the youth, and it's saying pretty much planting the images in these kids, these seeds in the kids to be a certain type of way. We were talking about the originality. And off screen we was talking about like the balance of the music, because you mentioned how men basically do what we want or what we ask them to do. And
100%.
we started talking about the music. You mentioned Destiny Child Need a Soldier or Pay My Bills, Scrubs.
Yeah.
And you talking about Lenny Williams with his song "I Love You" and Keith Sweat.
Just the mere fact that and I'm not saying this is 100%, but it's a majority. Can you pay my bills? Scrubs. There's a stranger in my house. That's a dangerous song.
Stranger in your house. You don't been with somebody so long and now they're changing, you don't know who they are. Things are not sparked.
Okay.
From my perspective, things are not sparking the way they were in the beginning and over the past years. So now you're a complete stranger because I don't know who you are anymore.
But it doesn't show in that song your ability to even want to work through, or her ability to want to work through it. Whereas you got Keith Sweat saying, "Why me, baby?" You got Al Green saying, "Let's stay together." You got Drew Hill saying, "We're not making love. We want to be with you. We want to work it out.
Okay.
Let's get married."
Okay, I hear that. Okay, we're not making love, Drew Hill.
And what was your response? Shoes on my feet.
But so you want to go into if you go from that avenue, why is the reason they're not making love anymore? What was the issue? What did they do that they're not making love anymore to whoever they're with?
Well, you have to now. This becomes an
You gotta have that conversation, right?
Yeah, but saying there's a stranger in my house without no type of mediation is kind of harsh.
But that could have been something she was Tamil. If you see this,
To the left, to the left.
because she tied your crap, right?
Where have we talked?
But apparently she had. Apparently it's a conversation you guys have had over and over, and you get tired of it, right? You get
That depends on the relationship.
okay.
Because some relationships are forgiveness is bought,
Yes.
or forgiveness is humped
But everybody is not bought or home.
for a time. For a time. Because until the roses wear off. Because, hey, we even know when we screw up. When a woman's fed up, I know who it is. But listen, that is a real gospel record, okay? When I say gospel, that means facts and truths and cultural relevance.
Okay, so in those songs,
Please don't catch me.
the women could have been fed up because you gotta look at a lady in that song, Silly and Me. She tried. And she said she pretty much felt crazy and silly for going back to back, knowing that the person was doing the same thing over and over again. So pretty much, if you think about the song Scrub, No Scrubs, Can't Pay My Bills, or I Bought It, they were fed up. Can we disagree to agree with that? They were fed up.
Oh, no. We are agreeing to agree. You're absolutely right. But now I swing the racket in tennis. I send the ball back with this. Seeing as how society is set up today, where the majority of the homes are divided and dismembered, and there's only the mother in the house. If these are the types of songs that she likes, and these are the caliber of men that she continues to pick, because for every bad boy a woman dates, there are 5 lame. Good job, credit, there's for every bad boy, tough guy, whatever that they date, there are 5 simps ready to change her life. So, and it's the other way around too. For every bad chick a man is chasing, there are 10? Because it's 2 to 1, 3 to 1 now. There's 10 to 15 other women ready to spoil you, and then since there's much more of a choice for us than there is for y'all, we do kind of get greedy. I can admit these things. However, when it comes to music, we want to be with you more than you want to be with us. If I was a boy, I would teach you how to act like a man, but you don't know what we be feeling like when we saying stuff. I want you to call the cops. Friendly fire's engaged. But I love that song.
like how she wants to be treated.
Absolutely.
Because she had been going through situations with the ex. You know what I'm saying? So in that sense, if you look at it, and I guess every song has a dimension. You have to look at it in dimensional.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
really like that, because I can go down a list of songs with call and response songs.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. We're bad. We're really bad at that. We're really bad at that.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What is...
Look, you know you got nothing. You got
Yeah, that's it.
Get rubbing on your neck. Yeah, that's us.
So let me ask you this. What is one message you would tell or give to an aspiring artist?
Okay. You're gonna, you're gonna have to put everything to the side. Your friends, family, you're gonna need finances. You're gonna want to network and get investors. Most of the artists that get started or want to become artists or rappers or singers or whatever, they don't get far because they can't talk. They think that just because they can spit a hot 16 and you got some clever, different ways of talking about the same guns that the other, whatever. So you think that all you need is that. You need to know how to network, hold your own in a conversation. You have to prove your worth beyond just your talent. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose friends. You're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose money. It may be years before you get picked up or recognized. But you have to network, and that's the advice. Everything that I just told you is the advice. I'm telling you what to prepare for. My advice is telling you what to prepare for. You're gonna lose a lot, but it'll be worth it if you stick with it. Do not try and sound like anybody else. Because there's 100 people that are saying the same gun bars, selling the same drugs. There's thousands of them. When are you going to be different?
Originality.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this track you just dropped called Tango. Tango is now out on all platforms.
Worldwide, except SoundCloud.
Except SoundCloud.
I have other songs on SoundCloud, no shade.
So tell me about Tango. What? I had a chance to listen to he finally sent me the whole track today to listen to. You know, I should have had it, but he was just putting little highlights out.
No,
so,
I take fault on that. That was on me.
It's okay. It's okay. You're redeemed. So, Tango.
Yes.
How did you come up with the name? What is Tango about?
Okay. Okay, so I'm usually one to write a song that has a message in it. Yeah. Right? So with Tango, I first heard the beat. And it's from a young producer named Christopher Santana. On Instagram, he's at Santana _ consecutively. So Santana _ beats, BEATZ as in zebra. Okay. We're working together where he's sending me, beats for me to do what I do best, and then in that way, the both of us can get on and get famous. So there's no financial agreement. This is just an understanding of how hip hop really works.
Y'all working together.
Yeah, this is for you producers that aren't known, but you want $200-300 for a beat. You better get you some beat tapes and find you artists that you can send some of your best beats to, so that they can make a great song. That's how people want to know who produced it. Yeah. So he gave me this beat. We're just sitting on video chat, just going through beats. He plays one other with a similar riff pattern, and I go, "Oh man, that's nice." He's like, no. That's already for XYZ artist. I can't tell you, but it is an industry artist. And I was like, "What? Okay." So, he's a young goat. So then he plays, okay, but I got something similar. He plays that. I'm like, okay, I like this, okay. It's a serenade, And then the beat drops. And as soon as I heard the beat,
that was
I heard one step, two step, shouting on a tango. That's the first thing I heard. One step, two step, shouting on a tango.
So, for those who don't know what one step, two step, shouting on a tango, just break it down.
No, of course.
Simplified form, what that means.
All right, so basically, it takes two to tango. You know, that could either be in dancing, or to commit a crime, or to be in business relations, or to be in physical relations. So, one step, two step, due to the beat, because tangos with the guitarist. Yeah. One step, two step, shouting on a tango, thinking I'm a doll. All I want to do is bang gardening tools.
Yeah,
I just want to be respectful.
This is not simple.
One step, two step. One step, two step, shouting on a tango, thinking I'm a doll. All I want to do is bang hoes. Cap. I'm really trying to figure out how your brain go. Eyes up top, shouting, you can let my thing go. Because y'all know it's true. These days, women are abnormally sexually aggressive. And I said, how can I start this off because the hook is so catchy?
Yeah, it really is.
So
wait, before you say that, when I was playing it, I was with my grandma. I was playing it on my storyline, and I kept when I was going through, it kept playing, and she was like tango. And I just looked at her. I started laughing. She started laughing. I was like, serious? Just that quick.
Mom was dancing to it?
She was just bowing her. She was like tango. I was like, let me turn this off.
Well, amen. Amen. So, I actually, okay, here's how I build the song. I'll hear a beat, and then I'll try to formulate a hook first. It's very rare that the verse will come before the hook.
Correct.
But it happens when I write. So with tango, I had to think, how can I open this up to be able to follow up with a hook as an opening verse? And I remember this particular young lady, we were working together, very beautiful, very attractive, but she threw me off. She was very intimidating and aggressive. She literally said to me one day in the middle of a conversation, I F all that, but she said it all night. So what's up with that? No.
Wow.
Never been approached before by a woman like that. Blew my mind. So I used that, and if you're watching this, you know exactly who you are. But we're good friends, we tight. That's my sister, right? But at the time, I was like, "Is she really?"
You can't believe she just bold like.
My nerves was like, "Bro, I think she won it." But it was just something that I had never experienced before. Now I have been pursued by other women before her, but not to that,
She was just direct to the point.
So, I used that as the opening. Shout out on the club, shout out on in the club, dirty mouth, shout out on the nut, what's up with that dick nigga, fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's how I started the song off. So I wanted to make the song catchy. I wanted to, the same way women can make a song about, this man, he broke, look at he mad, look at his clothes, So I basically did the same thing, right? But I made it entertaining by calling out behaviors that are common.
That makes sense.
And a lot of women love it.
Yeah, it's a catchy hook. One step, two step, tango. It's very catchy, and the beat is good. Your lyrics, the beat doesn't overpower your lyrics, and it's very how can I say it, mixed down good.
That is actually thanks to Blaze Hunter.
I know who Blaze Hunter is.
Blaze Hunter, he has mixed down quite a few of my tracks, and listen, I don't know anybody else that can top Blaze. Shout out Blaze Hunter. And he also has another track of mine that he's working on called All In. If you thought tango was catchy,
All In.
And it's got another guitar riff in it, but it's more toward like a country till you hear it.
Okay.
I don't want to.
No,
It's gonna be amazing. Oh, and also, I will be performing tango on Christmas down in Broward. I just haven't gotten the particulars yet.
where at?
I haven't gotten the
You haven't got
particulars yet.
So when you get that, you'll let us know.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. And then thank you for even being, willing to do that. So it's fam right here. But yeah, Tango was a great track. A lot of people were misled by thrown off by the cover art because the cover art
It
shows
shows a female that's
and
kind of
very
twerking.
provocative. Yeah. So
You're coming club photo down, like you about to twerk and look back and yeah.
the main and actually the suggestion was by DJ Sabo.
I'm familiar with Fable.
Amazing promoter, amazing DJ, crazy with the visual. Shout out Fabo.
But that's actually, it's actually good because now in their mind, you about to talk about a chick twerking or something like that, but then when you hear it, they're like, oh no, he's talking about how he be acting.
But he put it in a way, he was like, look, bro, you gotta get a visual that everybody's going to gravitate toward and relate to. Sex sells.
Yeah.
Let me show you something.
Yep. That was a good. He did some good.
I was nervous.
Good marketing.
I even sent it to Sabo. Sabo's who I'm on NSA with.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, I mean, this ain't you.
But
I heard the song, but this ain't you. And he and I, we had some gripes back and forth about the track Tango overall, but after a couple of listens, he finally understood the direction. He finally understood the purpose of the song. It's not to promote promiscuity. It is the exact opposite of. It's telling the fellas what to watch out for.
yeah. That makes sense.
But I'm not anti-woman, because I came through one. And I'm in the company of one, too.
So yeah, that's actually that was a great marketing strategy.
Yeah.
There are a lot of
It's working.
good marketing strategies. I'm gonna tell you one that's right now that's viral.
What's that?
The Island Boys, hey, so many people was like bashing them when they came on there because they got the wigs going on, they got the tattoos. These cats got tattoo, when you do the little facial things on social
the
media.
emojis.
Yeah, they got not even the emojis. You know how you can make your face into something else with the art?
Yeah.
They got their own little tattoo art
Of their own faces?
on their own faces with the tattoos. And you got so many, this is what I learned just like by studying and listening to other experts in branding when it comes to music.
I was just about to say that they're branding themselves.
Yeah, they're branding themselves. You become a meme. When you become a meme, people talk about you, but you're trending. You're trending. The boys' account, I watched the boys' account grow. They have so many followers now. You got people duetting them, putting the fake wig stuff and the tattoo art and
Speaking
stuff.
of duet, I actually have an idea for a tango that I'm formulating right now.
Okay.
But let's go back to these two gentlemen. People like them that become viral sensations, they will get paid to go to a club and they're not even artists.
Yeah. But it's a marketing strategy. They know what they do. Okay.
Oh, look, Goofy over here. I know where he at. And people gonna flock to it.
Exactly.
It's like putting a slice of pizza on a beach full of pigeons.
Yeah, but it's that was a great marketing strategy. Again, shout out to Flavor for that.
Absolutely. And the TikTok challenge.
Yeah. I was just about to ask you about that. Because I saw a little bit of something, but you ain't pretty go into detail.
Well, because what I wanted to see was I wanted to see what the track trending as far as play, popularity, and widespread what it is before I do this, as opposed to after, because the song it can be used on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, it's everywhere. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a duet challenge where you've got the cover art here, and the challenge is, can you do this same pose better?
Okay. You can't beat that. That's an easy challenge right there.
Can you do this same pose better? And I'm just waiting to see what it's gonna be. Hey, I don't even care if it's a dude, just get it trending. Shout out Lil Nas X.
I mean,
listen, man, he should have chosen. Nobody ain't nobody.
I mean, I think it'll be like a fun challenge, but easy challenge. You gotta think about it. Like I watched Saucy Santana. He got a song called "Rent Is Due." Rent, and they killing it in the video. I was like, just because of rent due. This is what we doing off of rent is due. The song is catchy now.
He made a bunch of real life songs like that, though. He made
he got some nice bangers, club bangers that just vibe and you dance.
And it's genius on his behalf because you're clubbing and you are literally dancing to the reasons why you're in the club. Rent due. You get it off your chest. So,
for real.
Yeah, that's clever. Shout out.
Okay, so tell everyone where they can find you on social media platforms, where TANGO is streaming, and you'll get back to us with your performance on December.
Of course.
So go ahead and share with our social medias and everything.
Thank you so much. Pancho, 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 Nsaent. Never Struggle Again Entertainment. That is on all platforms. And Woke is also on all platforms too. There was another track that I released before Tango called Woke. That one's also very catchy. Remember Woke? Yes. I don't think I know it all.
Like a little juke song.
I'm telling you. I throw them out here and there. So it's Tango, TANGO. It's on all platforms except SoundCloud. It's on all social media, YouTube, Instagram. It's on TikTok. You can make videos with them and everything. And there's more music coming. I'm actually on Twitch as well. I play video games here and there too. So Pancho Nsaent on Twitch, where I'm streaming all those video games and whatnot. And I'm also doing features. And any type of collaborations, that you got. Even if you're looking for a songwriter, I write crazy R&B songs. Hit me up at Pancho, Pancho, Nsaent @yahoo.com. That's my email. So hit us up, hit me up. You can also find us at NSAentertainment.com.
All right.
That's me and Sabo.
Oh my.
So none of that is good.
All right, you guys, make sure you check out my boy Pancho, ENT. I'll put everything. What happened? I forgot what. Hold on.
Facebook, Pancho Nsaent. Instagram, Pancho _NSA_ENT. YouTube, Pancho Nsaent. SoundCloud, where you get alternate tracks that are free. I give out a lot of free stuff. Pancho NSA Entertainment on SoundCloud. And Twitter, Panchito @Panchito561 or Pancho Nsaent on Twitter. I got something, man.
Got TikTok?
Huh?
TikTok?
Yeah. Is it? Yeah. You got TikTok?
TikTok! What is my TikTok? Hold on. Oh, Dope Rapper. Hang on one second. I couldn't think of anything else to name it. I ain't mean to put a funny song professional. Please forgive me. No, copyright. Alright, so let me go to my profile. Okay, so you can actually search me on TikTok by Pancho Nsaent or just put @ADopeRapper. One word, a dope rapper. So, and you'll just see Tango stuff in a voodoo video. I'm so sorry.
All right, y'all. Make sure you check out my boy Pancho. I will have all his information in the little information box. Stay in tune for that challenge that he has coming up with Tango. And yeah, this has been another episode of Check My Flow. I'm Peace of Mind. Until next time, peace and blessings.
Peace. love,
happiness.
One step, two step, shawty wanna tango. Thinking I'm a dog, all I wanna do is bang hoes cap. I'm really trying to figure how your brain go. Eyes up top, shawty, you can let my thing go. One step, two step, shawty wanna tango. Thinking I'm a dog.